Well, here we are, just a kilometre outside Mullaghmore. I wanted to park just a bit further out there, but someone had signs up there, no parking. So we just pull up here. Very overcast, but still very warm. Nice breeze coming in off the sea there. Donegal Bay. Anyway, we've the kettle on here, cup of tea, and then we'll see what's going to happen for the evening. Tide looks like it's coming back in. Kettle's starting to boil. Lovely jubbly. As I sit here, I realise my chances of spotting basking sharks is diminishing rapidly. I've done 2 trips to Achill Island, Keene Bay, which consists of nearly 4 long days, and only spotting a basking shark for 30 seconds before it disappeared. Pulling up to this location, I didn't realise it was going to be so busy throughout the day. Just below me you can see a pool that fills up when the tide comes in. It attracts a lot of swimmers and bathers. Today I met a lot of friendly people who took the time to come to say hello. It turned out to be the hottest day of the year. Oh, well, just went for a dip there. Absolutely beautiful. On the hottest day of the year. It's 30 degrees here today. That was absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'll be going back in later on. Oh, heaven. Pure heaven. Well, here we are going in for another dip. Little pool here, just sit in it. Because it's very warm. It's 5 o'clock in the evening now and it's very, very warm. Oh my god. That is just heaven. Heaven. Well folks, there's a storm brewing out there. Wind has picked up. Clouds are starting to gather. As you can see, I've packed up the awning. Forecast for thunder and lightning in the next hour. Anyway, we'll grab a bite to eat and see what happens. Well, good morning. Good morning from Mullaghmore. A nice, crisp, clear morning. Bit blustery. I think there's a drop of rain due around 10 o'clock. But great night's sleep. Had about 7.5 hours sleep last night, uninterrupted. Absolutely brilliant. It makes a big difference next day. It makes a huge difference. Anyway, get some breakfast on and see what we're going to do for the rest of the day. I've decided to leave Mullaghmore and head across to St John's Point, as I just had a phone call from Adrian Malloy, who is the skipper on board Deep Blue, the tuna boat. He's heading out tomorrow morning to scout around for some tuna, or maybe see a humpback whale. How could I turn this opportunity down? But before we leave Mullaghmore, I want to visit the Glen of Horseshoe Drive, Streeda Beach and Rockley Harbour before we head for St John's Lighthouse. Well, here we are, Streeda Beach. I believe the basking sharks were here last week, and the week before they were over at Mullaghmore there, just under Classybon House there. So I seem to be missing them by a week. The same in Achill. Spent 2 days in Achill, and they were there the first week of June. They were there for 2 weeks in May. So if I don't get to see them now over the next couple of weeks, it'll be next year. It's a wild one out there today. Even if there was anything out there, you haven't a hope of seeing it. Not in them waves. Anyway, saucy sandwich. A saucy sandwich. Oh, we'll have a saucy sandwich instead of a bacon sandwich. Well folks, here we are, Rockley Harbour. Heavy rain, heavy showers, and very windy. So we won't be going anywhere for a while. Plenty of tea, plenty of coffee. I just had a shower there, freshen up. Can't beat an old shower when you're away camping. So it's still raining here, so I'm going to dry off, have a cup of tea. And there's a blowhole around the corner there, so as soon as the rain stops, we'll go around and see if we can get a bit of footage. It's very windy though, it is quite windy. Anyway, I'm going to dry off here and I'll talk to you all later. Well, here we are, Killybegs Marina. This is Adrian Malloy's boat, Deep Blue. He's the skipper. If you're looking for a day's tuna fishing, come and look up Adrian. Morning, Adrian.
Good morning, how are you, Danny?
It's a fine boat you have here. So there you are, folks. I was down in St. John's Lighthouse this morning and Adrian gave me a call if I wanted to go out for a few hours, see if we can spot this whale. So it's a glorious day, fabulous day here in Killybegs. So as I said, if you're looking for a day out with Adrian, look him up on Facebook there, Adrian Malloy. And here we are and we're off. Well, here we are heading back into Killybegs. Lots of dolphins out there, but no whale. It was such a beautiful day to be out. Absolute beautiful day to be out in the bay.